Hello there, I'm Black Bright News, and I just wanted to make sure that the volume is up. Yes, it is. Okay, I wanted to talk about the proposals, the conditions, the main conditions under Shabana Mahmood's proposals to reduce migration. And she's saying that they've got to earn their right to live in the UK, and in order to do that, they've got to have a clean record, no criminal convictions. They must have no debt in the country. They must have sustained national insurance contributions. And the other one was, they must demonstrate English to A level. And it left me with some question marks, so I just wanted to go through those question marks with you, because you may have them too. So the first thing is they must have a clean criminal record. What does that mean? What you do need to disclose to what do you need to disclose to the Home Office? If you disclose speeding fines, i.e. fixed penalty notices, parking tickets, bus lane fines, congestion charges, low-level traffic offences, i.e. points between 3 and 6 points, littering fines, council-issued penalties, you should not be penalised for those by the Home Office, because they're not considered criminal in the context of obtaining your settlement. So those should not make you fail the good character test, unless they turn into court convictions because they're ignored, and or there's a pattern of lots of penalties suggesting irresponsible behaviour. You need to disclose to the Home Office if you were taken to court, received a criminal conviction, or you received a police-issued fixed penalty notice for a criminal traffic offence, like if you've been driving without insurance. But basically, if your crime didn't involve the court or police, you don't need to declare it, but get that checked out with your legal advisor. Okay? No debt. The no debt criterion is one of the disqualifying bars. If you don't meet it, you might be ineligible for indefinite leave to remain under the new system. However, the policy seems focused on state debt, that is government related, not private debt like credit cards and mortgages. It's not about personal borrowing, it's about owing the government. So if you have a public body debt, you would probably need to resolve it before applying for your indefinite leave to remain, or any post-litigation fees you may have or penalties, they would need to be paid off. Although the policy states that no debt doesn't apply to private debt like credit cards, utility bills, council tax, because your credit worthiness is a part in determining how financially responsible you are, and depending on how large the debt is, it may affect your credibility if the debt is very large and you've ignored reminders. By including a no-debt rule, the government is signalling that they want permanent settlement only for immigrants who have paid what they owe. What else did I want to talk to you about? I've got lots of little pieces of paper here. I wanted to talk to you about... where's it gone? I wanted to talk to you about the English to A level. Now, when I read it, I immediately thought of A level English, the school qualification, which is a qualification UK students take at the age 16 to 18, English language or English literature. This would be very, very difficult for most migrants because it requires a deep analysis of literature, linguistics, and advanced essays. And it's assessed by an A-level English teacher. Now, I took my A-levels and I found it bloody hard. And I took my A-levels as an A-level, as an adult student. I didn't take them at school. But this is not the A-level standard that Shabana Mahmood is referring to in her settlement proposals. Shabana is referring to the CEFR English Level B2, which basically means migrants can communicate effectively at work, they can write formal email and reports, they understand the news, presentations and discussions, and they can talk about complex issues even though they make mistakes. They must also make so that's the English level part. They must also make an economic contribution over and above paying high immigration charges by sustained working legacy, pay taxes and national insurance contributions. So, like I said, when I said have they earned their rights by paying all those immigration fees, which for a family 3 could be in excess of 66,000 over 10 years, the government is saying, no, that's not enough. It's not enough to pay those fees. You have to show that you've been working consistently, you've paid your taxes, you've paid your national insurance contributions, you've been contributing, you've been volunteering, whatever it is you need to do in order to build up this model citizen that they want in their country. What else did I have on here? I should be more organised, but I'm not. How naughty of me. Anyway, Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood wants to make settling in the UK harder by making migrants earn their indefinite leave to remain. Like I said, she's increasing the base residency requirement from 5 to 10 years. And, even if they do get their settlement, there's no guarantee that they're going to have recourse to public funds. Now, I don't know why the emphasis is always on recourse to public funds. It's almost like they're saying that these immigrants, they're kind of, compounding the narrative that immigrants come over here and go to go on the state, take benefits. When sources say 90%, I think it was 90 or was it 70%? 90 or 70%, you can check it out, of the people on benefits are UK born. They're citizens. So, but the emphasis always seems to be, no recourse to public funds, no recourse to public funds. And I don't know if it's a buzzword or it's something that they say in order to get people on side. But the immigrants that come over here, they don't have access to public funds anyway. It's a part of the visa. They cannot access public funds. So this constant reference to no recourse to public funds is a facade. It's not accurate. And the only people who can have recourse to public funds are those who are legal. You'd have to be have your settlement, and they're changing that now because now they're saying maybe after settlement you can't get it. But like I said, these are just proposals. And I think, what did I want to say here? We won't know if these proposals will be endorsed until consultancy ends on or around the 12th of February 2026. So anything could happen between now and then. But the immigrants, number one, they cannot get money off of the state. So I don't know why they keep rubbing that in. No recourse to public funds. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop it there. I think this video is a bit off, isn't it? It's not my usual video where I feel attentive and I feel engaged. I feel a bit, maybe this isn't, but I'm still going to post it anyway. And hopefully it's helpful for someone. So you have a blessed day today and you take care. Bye-bye.